recently announced that I got a book deal for my 1930s historical mystery inspired by the Detection Club, but who actually were the Detection Club? Founded in 1930, the Detection Club is Britain's preeminent mystery writers' society. Its members included people like Agatha Christie, and it still exists today, almost 100 years later. It all started way back in the 1920s when this man, Anthony Barclay Cox, would invite his fellow crime writers to come have dinner at his house so they could get to know each other better. And what started as friendly dinnertime discussions about poisons and motives and red herrings soon turned into a more formal organization. One of the inspirations for the Detection Club may have been the Crimes Club, which was founded by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. However, the Crimes Club discussed detection and true crime, and the Crimes Club only admitted men, whereas the Detection Club welcomed women among its members from the very first. Starting in 1930, the Detection Club would meet monthly at popular London restaurants. Mystery writers would get together to socialize, talk about their ideas, and collaborate. The Detection Club also co-authored a few books together, such as The Floating Admiral, Go Ask a Policeman, and Six Against the Yard. This is the original cover of The Floating Admiral from 1931. It says, "A detective novel of all the talents." To join the Detection Club, you had to promise that in your books you would abide by the rules of fair play, and you had to swear the club's oath while placing your hand on Eric the Skull, who was sort of like the club's unofficial mascot. Here he is pictured with Dorothy L. Sayers. And a fun fact about Eric is that actually many years later they had the skull examined, and it turns out that Eric is actually more likely an Erica. The Detection Club still exists today, almost 100 years later. Their current president is Martin Edwards, and I highly recommend his History of the Detection Club entitled The Golden Age of Murder. I read this book while I was working on my novel, The Cloak and Dagger Club. We still have about a year until my book comes out, and since I'm such a literature and history nerd, I thought it would be really fun to do a series talking about the actual members of the Detection Club. So if you're interested, hit follow.